Okay, so today we're going to test out our modular kayak. A few months ago, I got from Reel Yaks the modular kayak, and I have used the two-piece modular kayak, but it also comes in a three-piece. It comes with a center section three-piece part if you want to have two people in the kayak. And I got that deliberately so that I can take my grandkids out on the lake. And so today was an opportunity to take one of my grandkids out on Bernie Lake. And so we thought we'd test that out. So for the first thing we needed to do was to figure out how to fit it into the car. And I knew I couldn't fit it in my car. I can fit the two-piece modular into the back of my hatchback, but the three-piece, we have to figure out how to fit it into the back of my wife's SUV. So that's step number one, and then we have to put it together at the lake, and then obviously test it out on the lake. So without further ado, we'll move on with that. All right, let's see how long it takes to load this kayak. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this thing together. I've put together the two-piece a number of times, so this will be the first time putting together the three-piece modular kayak. So I'll have to do a little bit of adjustment. So we'll see how that goes. Where the adjustment comes in. You have to make sure these are, see, it's too loose, so I have to tighten it up a little bit. That's still a little loose. That's about right. And then pin it. One. It's down good. That one's good. Come here, pin. Make sure it's pinned. Don't want it coming loose when it's in the water. Okay, we'll adjust these so we can sit comfortably in the water. Rock out of the way. That's way loose. See, this was adjusted for being attached to the forward piece, not this middle section. So it has to be readjusted. So just a little bit loose. That's good. Hey Pooch, how you doing? Doing that. Sure this one's loose. Yep, loose as can be. Alright, that's pinned down. And we'll get the seat up. Seat up number 2. Alright, so it's ready to go. This is the dry well. This is the dry well for the center console. This is the dry well for the forward console, which does have a rope in it that we'll use to move the kayak once we get it in the water. This is a good place to put your belongings, like your keys and your wallet. You don't want them getting wet, so put those in there. Another thing that I put together is, now the holes in the kayak are obviously meant for the fins to go in, and you'll see that here in a minute. But if you don't want to use the fins and you want to use a paddle, a regular standard paddle, that hole should be plugged up so that you don't just drop things through it. So what I did was I made this actually out of this is a nylon cutting board, and I took a couple of 1/2-inch screws, and it just sits in there, and you clamp it down, and so now nothing can fall through. It isn't watertight. It's not meant to be watertight. If you purchase one, it's not going to be watertight. But anyway, this is my solution to the problem, and it works pretty well. I've tested it. Like I said, water comes through, but it works pretty well. And so that's the kayak put together. We will put the pedals in once we get in the water. These straps are sewed on. They're Velcro, and this is where we put the spare paddle. We want to have a paddle in case we need it out on the water. And that's it. So this is the first time I've had it out as a 3-packs, well, a 3-piece, 2-person kayak. It's certainly heavier. There's no doubt about that when it's all put together. But it seems to move out pretty good. It's still pretty maneuverable. Let's see what kind of turn I can do. All right, I've got a full left rudder. We're pedaling and we're turning. Seems to turn okay. It doesn't turn as fast as it did when it's just a single. It's definitely slower, but it still turns pretty good. And it's plenty stable. It's definitely not as sunny when we turn this way. Well, look how far we've come.
Yeah.
We've definitely moved out. Well, we figured out that it's hard to change the number setting when you're in the kayak.
Found that out the hard way.
Or maybe it isn't that hard, but we don't know how to do it. So, and also I believe I've got the seat setting on that all the way back. Well, there's only two settings, forward and back, and I think I've got it. Can you tell if it's forward or back?
Oh, it looks back.
You could adjust your back so that you're further forward.
Fine. I like this.
So this is the first time I've had it out as a 3-packs. Well, a 3-piece, 2-person kayak. It's certainly heavier. There's no doubt about that. When it's all put together. But we are live.
We're live from the boat.
Yeah, Charlotte in the front, Grandpa in the rear. Ready to turn around and head back?
Sure.
Okay. Make a big turn. So the reason I always have a paddle is if your paddle on the bottom, your foot paddle breaks, you've got a spare.
Yeah, back up.
And also, another thing you can't do with the foot paddles is you can't go backwards. And so with the hand paddle,
Back
you
up
get
a
in
little.
a situation where you want to go backwards, you need to go backwards. Always pull that out and go backwards.
Handy to have.
Yep. I've been places where you have to reeds or something like that. Back up.
Don't hit. Okay.
That's a perfect landing.
Love it.
Alright, I'll hold on tight and you climb out.
Gotcha. Should I stop the video?
What's that?
Should I stop the video?
Yes, stop.
Alright, bye.
So, today we tested out the 3-piece kayak, two-person 3-piece kayak from Reel Yaks, and I thought it worked out great. It doesn't turn quite as quick as the 2-person, obviously, and it's heavier, but overall I thought it was great, and I think Charlotte had fun with it, and that's the true test, is if the grandkids have fun with it, that's what it's all about. So I give it a thumbs up, and so that's it.